better because
what do I need to tell
tell
them?
them we did it, started over because I'm live.
So what do they have to do?
They're listening to you.
So you started a new stream,
Just
so what?
start it over. Just tell them to find it. Working on this thing, guys. It's hadn't been good here. We had to start over and everything else. So I set it and I set it for a thing. And are you finished? I'm hanging this up. Okay.
Bye.
Been on the phone with Kylie. I set it to go for 8 o'clock. And then I didn't know how to do it. So, but I did have a bunch of people waiting on the other one. Appreciate it, guys. So starting over here, going to get her going here now. Been hot, been busy. Yeah, man, I got like a lot of questions and comments coming up.
How do I log in?
You just have to find it, exit out, and then clear it. We'll get her. But like I say, been hot. 90s. Did get some rain. Got 1 8/8 inches of rain. It was awesome. Exactly what the doctor ordered. So, but been hot and been doing some work in at the fair, getting ready for fair. Hey, William, I see you this time, old buddy. Been working into fair, getting ready. The fair starts the 2nd. So working on that. Got our spraying finished. Sprayed fungicide on this time. We sprayed fungicide on about 100 acres of beans. I videoed it. That's another thing. I videoed the spraying, videoed a bunch of other things with my GoPro 7 Black. And for some reason, it's like if I put a 5-minute clip on, the first quarter of that clip will be just fine. And then I'm in slow motion for the middle half of the clip. And then the last part of it's normal. So I haven't lost it. I've got it all loaded, but got to figure out this. I don't know if it's my computer. I used 4 different cameras on that, and the only ones that did it to was the GoPros. So I don't know what the story is on there. Got Northeast Ohio Farmer on there. How you doing, Travis? Got a bunch of different people on here. I don't know how you do that. So it's been one of those weeks. And like I say, I'm not complaining about the heat because I know what's coming and I'm not ready for winter. So Ashton Graham, appreciate it there. Thank you very much, guys. Been one of those weeks, especially with the cameras. I was pretty disappointed. I thought the thing was going to be ready this morning, and I loaded everything up last night. Kylie even came in and she changed a bunch of stuff around on my videos and such, and we still could not get that going. So got Swift Shake from Japan, Tokyo, Japan. Swift Snake, sorry. Ashton Graham, you did it again. Appreciate that. Brian from SLC Farms. Thanks, old buddy. How's the haymaking going down there? I've missed your live streams. The last one you had there. Sorry about that. It's been, we've been kind of busy around here. But got all kinds of different people on here. They're going just, hey, it slowed down there. been good though, guys. Started out mowing the yard today, and Corky went over to the Kennard farm and fed. She came home, decided we were going to go to the lake. We got a little cottage up the local Indian lake here. It's about 25 miles north of us. Mom and Dad and Corky and I own the place up there, and we go up there and we spent some time on the boat and had some family time up there. It was a lot of fun, and it was good for us. Hopefully be able to get up there a couple more times. It's going to be a while though, because like I say, we got fair coming up, and then after that, going on family vacation with my wife and her family. So got that kind of stuff coming up. Hopefully we're going to Gatlinburg, and hopefully I'll be getting some good video down there of her family. Been tedding SLC Farms. Brian, been tedding a bunch. Got an inch of rain Friday. You guys needing that rain down there, aren't you, Brian? Or you got Mr. Jeff Raymond on here. How we doing, Jeff? Good to see you. Got Brad Lackey from Miles City, Montana. Good to see you, Brad. Parker's Lawn Care. Minnesota Oliver and Deer. Cocoa Puff. I remember that name. How are you doing? Yes. So, like I was saying, sprayed some fungicide this year. First time we've sprayed fungicide on the soybeans. Did 99 acres of it. We sprayed a two-way on there, and don't know for sure what's going to happen, but that was actually our last Passover. So we put glyphosate and what's the stuff called that kills the volunteer corn? Volunteer. Sprayed Volunteer on there also. And hopefully that's going to work out pretty well. It was a little wet when we started, but we got over it. There's 99 acres in 4 different fields. And so we're trying the fungicide this year. Last 2 years, we've had the airplane come in and spray it on the corn. We do have a little bit of fungus growing in our corn. We've got some gray leaf spot growing in some of the corn up at John's. And then we had a bunch of bugs up there. The dang Japanese beetles were on it terrible, eating the silks. And when I was up there I was up there yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Yeah, when I took the pictures on my Instagram there and put onto the corn, I was up there at Uncle John's, and the bugs didn't quite look as bad as what they were, but Cocoa Puff 206, definitely need more videos with your dad. Yeah, I do. In fact, I had a real nice conversation with Greg this morning, and Greg, he's been busy building some things there in his shop, and I've been busy here also, so we are definitely going to get him back on here. He's a lot of fun to have on there. But trying to read them, guys. Sorry. Trying to decide who's talking to me and who's talking to everybody else. Glad to see everybody on here, though. Really glad. Got 295 and 60 likes. That like button, guys. Check me out on my Instagram, also under Harmless Farmer. It's been putting corn pictures on there and all kinds of stuff. How many Olivers we have? Let's see. We have a 66 standard. We have a 266 regular tractors. One of them is owned by the farm, and one of them is owned by my dad. The standard 66 is mine. We have a Super 88 diesel. That's my dad's. We have a regular 88 diesel. That's actually the farm's. My dad restored it. My grandpa actually bought it brand new in 1951. And Dad has Super 99 with GM diesel in it. That is actually on picture of it on my Instagram page. And see what else do we got. Got 1650 Oliver. That's owned by the farm. And and Dad also has a 550. We got quite a few of them. Oh, and I also have the standard, the Red River standard threshing machine. I just got it last year, I do believe. So we have quite a few Olivers. 1650 Oliver is still my favorite. It's a gas tractor. So got my wife sitting over here beside me. She's actually looking at some questions also and comments. So Canadian drone fire. It's hot and humid. Where are you, Andy? I am in Urbana, Ohio. And speaking of the drone, I got me one. And we've taken this thing out and messed with it, but I haven't flown it yet. I don't know how. By the time I get everything set up on it, I'm discouraged. But that's one thing that we are going to get going. By the time you have everything charged, it's something else. See, we got it's hot. Everybody's saying it's hot. It has been. I tell you what, we had hey, my wife said hi. Oh, really? Well, that's nice of them. Thanks, guys. Actually, it clouded up and sprinkled about 38 sprinkles here. I counted them on the window while I was waiting on my live stream. And it actually cooled off. So hopefully that's going to hit everybody else. It's supposed to be maybe in the 80s tomorrow, and then in the 70s for 2 or 3 days after that. I think we have a chance of rain tomorrow, but then after that, it's going to be good. Ed Goslin, too damn hot. It has been. I think I saw you said it was 95 out there at your place. You can keep that at your place, old buddy. Turn on some water out there and run through your big sprinklers you got. Go over and check out Goslin Farms, guys. Putting on some hay and videos and all that kind of stuff. So what do we want to talk about tonight, guys? It's all up to you, man. If you want to ask questions, that's great. Trying to think what else I've been doing. Oh yeah, I started out, like I said earlier, I started out mowing and we went to the lake. So check out a couple of my Instagram pictures that I put on of that today. Kathy Detweiler, my sister, is on here now. Hi, Kathy. How are you? Good to have you on here. Glad I've got some of my family on here. It's awesome. Maybe I'll get my dad to pop up on here. He's probably actually out doing worko because that's what he likes to do. So, Rebecca, how's the corn looking there? Actually, Rebecca, the corn is looking really good here. We're very fortunate right here in this area. And we needed a rain. I've got some later planted corn. It's kind of looking a little sad, but actually since we got that 1 8 inches the other day, it actually looks pretty good. Now it's been rolled up pretty hard for the last several days, but hopefully when this coolness comes through, it's going to calm down a little bit, and hopefully it'll take care of some of this fungus we got growing in our corn also. You're welcome, Mary Ed. Got Jim Harris here. Andy, how do you pull your pants up? That's a fine question to ask. What happens is I usually have my pants fastened and I can get them on. I can wiggle into them. Now, lots of times that's why they're kind of hanging off of me, because I do have them on kind of loosely, but that's the way it is. When my wife's around, she tightens my belt up, and then I'm good until I have to take them off myself. But I got Shane Hill on here. Hi, Corky and Andy from the Hill family. Good to have you guys on here. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it a lot. You should be out there working on that 70, Shane. That's right. We had a 70 here that Shane Hill's a friend of mine. He's in one of my videos there, and he bought a 70 off of my dad. It's a 35 Oliver 70. I think it's 30. It's either 35 or 36, and he bought it, and it was not in running condition. We bought that thing. Dad bought a 550 Oliver, no, a 55 Oliver, and I forgot about that one. We have a 55 Oliver also, but Dad bought a Oliver 66, a 70, and a Super 55, I think it is, and he's gotten the first two running, but the 70 he never did mess with, and he sold it to a friend of mine. And Shane's been working on that. So Jeff Homan, can you wipe yourself? Not trying to be rude. Not being rude at all, Jeff. Yes, I can. I'm not going to show you how, though. I could just say I got carpet on the floor. That's what I was going to tell one person, but I saw Bo Ward on here. How you doing, old buddy? Thanks for watching. Hey, 57. You are on here. That's awesome, man. Good to see you on here. Hey, Brian, take care, man. Good to have you on here. Glad you made it on here. Thanks a lot, old buddy. Got Guy Justin on here listening from France, even at 2:32 in the morning. Appreciate it a lot, Guy. We are working on videos. Like you say, Kylie's going to get that our camera deal fixed here, so that video will be up for you. I felt bad not having one on last week. That's the reason I did the live stream. But we're going to get that video up. What I'm wanting to do is a video every week and a live stream every week, so I can keep in contact with everybody. It's good to see you. Bye, Cocoa Puff. Thanks for being on here, and thanks for watching me. Tell your dad I said hello. Now, Ed, that is a good one. That is a good one there. You guys can read that one for yourself. Look up Ed Goslin there. He wrote a good one there. You know, guys, there is a lot of things I'm sure people want to ask. And, you know, I did put it in one of my comments. I don't know how to answer a lot of these questions, you know, because I don't want to give all my tricks away. And I'm surely not going to video some of these things that I have to do. But I've figured out ways to do just about everything. So Matt Colleen, a Ohio State alum subscriber to your channel. Thank you very much, Matt. I will keep up doing what I do. Go Bucks. All right, old buddy. Thanks for being on here. Thanks for watching. I know for sure that there is a couple other live streams going on Sunday night, and I really wanted to do this and in the middle of the afternoon, but like I say, went to the lake with my wife and family, and we hung out up there. So that's what we did today, and I don't know for sure what's going to happen tomorrow. Oh yeah, I got to go pick Greg up in the morning. Greg's air conditioner went out on his old pickup truck, so luckily he had his newer one to drive. But yeah, it wouldn't have been a good time to have the air conditioner go out the last few days. So it's going to the shop in the morning. Got to pick him up in the morning. I am going into the fair and doing a couple things in the morning. Like I say, I'm on the goat council and the dairy council for our fair board, and we're getting stuff ready in there. We're going to have 2 barns of dairy animals and 3 barns of goats. So it's going to be busy, and I'm going to hopefully get a good video up from our fair, because we do have a really good fair. Angus Gold Rushes. Ears of corn growing out the top where the tassels are a bad thing. That's a rogue stalk. And it will not do anything, I don't think. I have seen that before, but we do not have that very often. Happens. I don't know if it's a stress thing or what it is, but do we take animals to the Canfield Fair? I don't know, Stoney, if you're talking to me or not. Hi, Andy from Virginia. Virginia Beef. How you doing, guys? Thanks for watching. Whipple1. What influenced you to go into goats, Andy? That's a kind of a good story. When I was in 4-H, we showed dairy animals. We milked cows until the year I graduated, 1988, and we got out of dairy. And I raised beef cows for a while and sold them, and then decided when Kylie was old enough to get in 4-H, we were going to do steers. Well, time came and went for the steers, and Don Barger down the road from me, they raised Boer goats. We always kind of liked his goats, so we went down there and we bought a few goats from him for the fair, and Kylie did pretty well with them. And that turned into the next year we bought. See, I think we bought some wethers, and then we bought some females also. So she took females and wethers the second year of the fair, and then we started raising our own goats, and that turned into, what do we have, 50, 60 does there for a while. And of course, we went all over the United States buying them and sold them all over the place, and spent a lot of time in Texas down there looking for goats and bringing them back and raising them here. But you know what? Some of our best goats came from right down the road at Donald Barger's. His nephew helped us out a lot and ended up becoming a real good friend of ours. And he used to travel all over the place with us when we'd go showing goats. We showed all over the place. But that's kind of how we got into goats, just because of 4-H projects and such. But hi, Andy from Ottawa, Ontario. Jay McComb. Hi, Jay. How you doing? Good to see you. San Antonio, Texas. Florida. Leslie Timmerman. Hello from Florida. Tommy, cut your right hand with the table saw. Well, hopefully you still have that hand. Got Nazareth, Pennsylvania on here. Intuitive Trucking. Can't wait to see the drone videos, Rebecca. Yeah, like I say, I've got a friend of mine that works down at Best Buy, and I'm hoping to get him up here and actually have him show me how to do it. I have trouble reading directions and stuff, and I think that I ought to just be able to turn a button on, but the drones nowadays, you don't just flip a switch and fly the dang thing. So that's what we're doing. Got one from Ireland, Zach Clark. Offaly, Ireland. Awesome, man. Boy, we got them from all over the place. Got Humboldt, Tennessee.
Laffy Taffy from Russia.
Where's this? Laffy Taffy from Russia. Awesome. I don't think I've had one from Russia before. I think I've seen comments on from Russia. Do you have a driver's license? Yes, I do. I got a driver's license in 1986, and I've had one ever since then. Got Denver Police number 666, Denver, Colorado. Good to have the Denver Police on here. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Rebecca, are you going to be getting a pulling tractor? You talked about getting one in a past video. I would love to have a pulling tractor. But right now I don't have time to build the thing, and I don't want to buy one. But someday, someday that could be in my future. Just depends on what kind of time frames we have. Sure want to drive one. If any of you boys out there that's got pullers want to let an armless person drive your tractor sometime, put your throttle over on the left side so I can push it with my left side, and we'll do it. One Lonely Farmer, how you doing, Wes? You're exactly right. All tractors do pull, and that's the thing, I want one though that blows smoke and blows up sometimes, but I'd really like that to be somebody else's. But that isn't a nice thing for me to say when I'm begging to drive someone's tractor, though, is it? You guys have that thing running good for me when I get on there. That way it won't blow up. Good to have you on here, Wes. Thanks for stopping by. Yes. So how was it, Wes, down there? I hadn't talked to you in over a couple months now. How was it down there? I saw some of your videos. Glad you got all your equipment home and back to work here. Glad you're doing that. Glad to have you back. Glad to see more videos coming. I'll get some videos up one of these days once I figure out cameras. Bo Ward, Andy, you can run my backhoe anytime, my friend. Hey, man, I tell you what, we do have some digging, don't we? What was it we needed to? I'll probably just hire you to do it, though. That way it gets done timely and I don't break something. Got Swamp Billy Swamp. Hello from Central Florida. I know some Detweilers down here. Are they Amish? Because every time someone says they know Detweilers, they're Amish. I got someone on here. They put a comment on here there a little bit ago, and they come through here going to Indiana to a Detweiler reunion. I wouldn't mind talking to them sometime. I'm sure they'll be getting a hold of me here again just because of our last name. Got Hugh Whaley up in Ontario, Canada. Thanks for coming on, Hugh. Appreciate. It's amazing all this. All the people from all over the United States and all over the world that comment on my videos. When I started this thing, I just didn't really know kind of what way it was going to go, but I'm really glad that I did. From the comments that I get from people, it sounds like that I'm helping them out a lot, and that's really what I want to do. I want to get people that might be disabled, or people that people think they're disabled, and the people that are disabled aren't really, like me. I don't consider myself disabled, but I want them to see that if you really want to do something, you can. And since I can do this stuff, this is what I want to do, and that's what I'm doing. So thanks, Bob Homestead. I appreciate that. Thanks, Wes. Appreciate that. I'm glad I did too. Um, this has really been a good thing. I've met almost all the people that I watch on YouTube now. I haven't actually face to face met them, but I've met a lot of them, just even on the phone, talking back and forth, and even in questions and comments. Ed Goslin, handy capable. Yeah, I could be. It could be handy Andy. Got farming, fixing, and fabricating. How you doing, Andy? How you doing, Andy? Good to see you on here. Rebecca, Andy, great speaker and storyteller. Yeah, that's another thing. Some speaking things have come up that I'm going to do. That's going to be a new thing for me. So now I have to learn how to be a speaker. But I tell you what, I'm excited to do that. Really, going to go do some speaking engagements. So if you guys know of anybody that needs some speaking engagements or something, I am in the market to do some of those sometime. But shoot me an email. You will be great at speaking. Well, I got to know what to talk about, Andy. That's my whole deal. You see, guys, I've been like this all my life, so I really don't know any different. So I don't know how to speak about it. I mean, and someone said, my brother Matt, he said, that might be a good way to start your speech. You've been like this all your life, and you don't really know how to talk about it. So, but I can see what people think and why they think I'm inspiring and stuff. Dude, I'm just a normal person here. This is just the way I am. But I guess I can go talk about it. I don't know. I've got some friends, did Shark Farmer Radio, and Rob, he's helping me out a little bit, him and his wife both. And that's going to be nice having them help me a little bit. Hopefully I'll just get out there to their place here in the next month or so and just sit down and have a good conversation with him. Rob Sharkey. I don't know if you guys have heard his podcast or seen his show. Hear his show there on the radio. He's on Rural Radio, channel 147, and at 4 o'clock Eastern time, guys. But check him out, man. He's got somebody different on there about every day. And heck, he had me on there, and I'm different. So, but that's all good, though. You know. See. What's in Rick Salapole? Andy, what's in the safe behind you? You know what's in the safe behind me. And I'm going to do a video on that. I'm trying to figure out, am I going to get banned from YouTube for doing it or what? I mean, I guess it said in my I got an email or something there that said if I'm not trying to sell them or any of that other crap, they wouldn't ban me for doing it. But I've got like I told one other person, I don't have arms, but I'm not unarmed. So, and I am pretty good at it. So I will get a video of that going. I've had several other people comment on that. So, yep, you're right, Rick. You're correct. My wife and I both shoot. My daughter shoots. So we're all good at it. What are you laughing at?
Smoking Gun says, was that your maid? Probably when I went and got my phone.
She sure is. Not. I better watch out. She's going to slap me. I tried to get her to turn around here and sit beside me, but no, we've been at the lake all day, and that's fine. I have too, but that was not my maid. That is my wife. If she wasn't here, I might have. No, I wouldn't do that. Toby boy, hi, I'm a new subscriber to your channel. Thank you a lot, Toby. I really appreciate that. I appreciate all my new subscribers. I've got a lot of them. YouTube put me on their, what was it, Spotlight Creator or something like that. All of a sudden, I started getting a bunch of views and I started getting a bunch of subscribers. And usually, if someone shouts me out, they tell me about it. And no one said anything, and no one said anything. And I checked my emails like never. And someone said, oh, yeah, you were on the email. You're the Spotlight Creator or something like that. And I tell you what, that helped out a lot. But it didn't do as much as what Wes did. Wesley, what you did was more than what anybody else has done. And I really appreciate you, old buddy. And I'm glad to hear my friend. Bo Ward, be careful, Andy. Shelley's watching too. So you got your maid there too, huh? That was not nice of me at all. I'm sorry about that, Shelley. And Corky might slap me just because of that, but sorry about that, Bo. That was really rude. Got Sean Riley, hello from Michigan. My mom and dad. Tom and Pat, you on here watching? Good to see you guys. Thanks for being on here. Got Matt L. It was fun seeing you with Mike and Aaron. I wanted to go out to their place for the roundup. And when Mike invited me out there, I've got something else going on that weekend, and I can't remember for sure what it is. But I wasn't going to be able to make it. I really wanted to be able to get out there. I want to go to Wyoming anyway. I'm going to end up out there at their place, and we are going to do a video together. And Mike and I have talked about a few different things, so hopefully it's going to happen one of these days. Let's see.
I think there's like a Jeremy Dauber or something. Let's know if you're going to do a meet and greet. I think I've seen that several different times.
I would do a meet and greet sometime. Tell you what, I'm going to be somewhere, and I'm not going to post it yet, but I am going to be somewhere where there is going to be a bunch of YouTube people. And the reason I'm not going to say where it's going to be yet, because I want to be able to see the place also. But yes, I would like to do a meet and greet. ISX Commons, Yes, he has helped your channel. I've been watching you too. It's good seeing you hauling that stuff. That's awesome. That's awesome, ISX. Wesley, he's been a good friend of mine here. We've talked back and forth several times, texting back and forth, and we've become pretty good buddies, and I really appreciate him. And, really though, guys, there's been so many people on here that have given me shout outs. I watched one the other day from the Meets a Man, and where was he? What country was he in? Is that Ireland? Finland. Yes, Finland. Yes. He was on, and I watched his whole stream he did, and it was in a different language. And I forget how many people to watch that because it was awesome. He said my name. He said my name better than most people from America say it. People can't say Detweiler for some reason. But anyway, guys, I've had a lot of different shout outs from a lot of people, and I try to get on there and I try to thank them, but sometimes, I can't. I don't know them all, or it's been like a long time ago, and I try to do something for them. But you guys have all been good to me, really good to me. So my job now is to keep the videos coming to you, and we've got videos. We got a lot of stuff coming up. Just average stuff. We videoed today at the lake. That's going to be fun. Kylie had the camera in her hand. I had one in my foot, and we showed some different things out on the boat. Kind of showed you around our place up there a little bit, and so we're going to be good. So Tom Kraus, 30 years ago, I met a farmer from Northwest Iowa who lost both legs in a silage unloader. He was just as determined and capable as you. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that. I'm not glad to hear that something happened to him, but I'm glad to hear. It's easy to give up. And I think I can see why somebody that would be older might want to give up. But I've had a lot of people that said that they had given up and they've been watching my videos and now they're not. And we're really happy. And I'm glad that my channel's doing that for people, because there's a lot of people out there that might just need a little kick in the butt, just seeing my video, and maybe they'll take off. What's the funniest? See, Jason White, what's the funniest thing you ever told somebody when you lost your arms? Probably a shark ate them, or my dad cut them off, or something like that. I forget. I'll tell kids things. I had an old boy run up to me at the Logan County Fair the other day. He wanted to know if I was Andy Detweiler, and I looked at him. I said, no. And he was bummed. But then I said, yeah, right away. And that's really pretty neat. People come up and say that. The chainsaw thing at the Farm Science Review. I will be at the Farm Science Review this year somewhere, probably on a golf cart running around. But yeah, the chainsaw thing. When did I tell that story? Was that in the day it happened? Mm-hmm. If you guys didn't see that, the day it happened video, go check that out. But yeah, we were in the tent at the Farm Science Review, the steel tent, and my brother, we're standing there, and my brother and I were, and he picked up a chainsaw and started shaking it around, looked at it, and he said, that's a nice saw. I said, yep, just like the one that took my arms off. And he just sat it down, and we walked out of the tent there, and there's a bunch of people standing in there, and yes, they didn't know what to think on that. That was probably the best one. August, who's the bulldog in the background? That's Chauncey, aka Chica, aka he's got about 10 different names. He's got all kinds of names. It just depends on what kind of mood Corky and I are in that day. It's what we call him. But he's 9, isn't he? 9 years old. He's a pretty good boy. Never thought I'd ever want one of those dogs. Probably won't ever get another one. But he's fun. Took him to the vet the other day. We can't clip his nails. He gets mad at us. We took him to the vet the other day, and the vet did it. Said he never did anything or said anything or anything. So Chad is a question for you. What happens when someone goes to shake your hand, but they forget you don't have one? Does it get awkward? It gets awkward for them. It is not awkward for me. And probably I make it worse because I'll say, how am I supposed to do that? Or I'll say, I can't shake your hand because I don't have any or something like that. And they do feel kind of bad. But got leg arms on here. Keep up the good work. Thanks, buddy. You guys too, man. You guys are awesome, man. I really appreciate you being on here, and I appreciate your channel. Yes, it does get awkward for them. It's not awkward for me at all. Now, I will try to stand back sometimes, and so they can maybe see that I don't have hands before we just start talking. But Derek House, nice logger weight hat. It is. Jason Emmons brought me that. He's a Bear Hollow guys, Bear Hollow wood carvers. Check them out. He's not on YouTube, but it's Logger Wade's brother-in-law. So check him out. And he's got a bunch of stuff. He's on Facebook. He's on Instagram and all that. Cocoa Puff, what makes you? I thought you left. What makes you the most happy about being on YouTube? Well, I like doing this. I like showing people what I can do. I like sometimes putting your life out there is a little different, but thanks, leg arms. I appreciate that. I like doing this. I'm helping people, and that's my big deal right now is helping people. So Andy, what's your favorite thing to do when you're not farming? I appreciate your videos. Thanks, Benjamin. I don't know because farming's about all I ever think about. What's my favorite thing to do?
Well, spending time with your wife.
Did you guys hear that? And she's right. Spending time with my wife. We do a lot of things together. Corky and I do. Really, the farm's about the only thing that we do. Now, like I say, this year I've got a couple speaking engagements I'm going to do. We're going on vacation with my wife's family, going down to Gatlinburg. Got the fair. I really enjoy doing the fair. That's all for the kids, and I really enjoy that. And saw someone, I can't remember what your name was, saw you, hope to see me in Cargill and Sydney. We are finished hauling beans till fall. So, and I don't even think we have anything contracted for fall. So we'll be back there though one of these days. Harmless Farmers merchandise. Yeah, we're working on that. Get me a hat similar to Wade's here. I'm not gonna steal it, but it's a pretty nice hat though. I think Wade's wife did that too. Wade's wife took care of buying the hats, I think.
Somebody wants to know if you wear a wedding ring.
Speaking of married, do you wear a ring? I have a ring that I have a chain that we'll put around my neck and put the ring on it. I think I've worn it like 3 times. I wore it on our honeymoon. We went on a cruise on our honeymoon. I wore it then some of the time. But the way I pick things up and the way I do things. Now, when my wife went out and bought a necklace for me, this thing's like a log chain. So I'm kind of afraid to wear it. But I think Cannon's wearing my necklace right now, isn't he?
It's getting used now.
The necklace is getting used. The ring's, I'm sure, in the bathroom in the drawer. But Cannon's wearing the necklace. So, and that's fine with me. He's allowed to wear it. Cannon, if you guys don't know, is my daughter's boyfriend. So sorry, all you guys out there that say my daughter's beautiful. She is, and we know that. But she's taken as of now. Cocoa Puff, you design me up an emblem, and we'll see what you come up with, and I'll see what we can come up with. Yeah, you guys, if you guys ever want to come up with a harmless farmer logo for me, shoot me an email or something like that. I like to see what you guys got out there. I'd gladly shout you out for it. And leg arm. So you lefty or righty when you write letters? I am a righty. I am right-footed. That is the right one. And I do write. Hold the pencil. You know, guys, I don't show a lot of people this stuff but hold the pen just like that, and I can write. I'm actually pretty good when I want to be at writing, but that's how I do it. Right there. A lot of the stuff, what? A lot of the stuff I type now, and how I type also. I've had people ask me that. I'll hold a pen like this, one in each foot, and I can type away, lean back in the chair here, and I can see that. So
I know the squeaking is in the background.
the squeaking in the background is dog playing with a toy, the squeaky toy. Corky was like, in your last one, they were all saying it sounded like you have birds in your house. No, it was a dog playing with a toy. Chauncey plays the toy, and it's a squeaker toy, and he kind of chooses one. He's got like 10 of them laying around here, but I'll be looking for it, Cocoa Puff. I'll be looking for it. Angus Goldra, do you ever get foot cramps? Every now and then, usually in my left foot, though. That's the foot that I don't use quite as much, but I do get some. How did you get your driver's license? I just went and did it just like everybody else did. I'm sure there was some I'm sure there was some discussion behind the scenes, but it never came out with me. Got smoking gun here. What's your favorite food, Andy? Beef, of course. Steak, any kind of beef. That's my favorite. Bruce Workman, hello from Banward, Ohio. How you doing, Bruce? Bader, yes. Yes, it is. You have any other pets besides a dog? Yeah, I got another dog out in the barns, guard dog. She was in one of the videos. I forget what video, but her name is Dog. And female, she's an Anatolian, Pyrenees, Heinz 57. Everything she's mixed with though is a guard dog. How and where did your wife meet? We actually met from an ex-girlfriend. We met. She was 5 years younger than me in school, and she wasn't a very nice person in school, really. But once we got together, there's a whole different side of her, and she's like awesome now. So
I'm shy. Okay, I'm not mean. Okay, I'm about to get in the camera.
I tell you what, she's really an awesome person. I'm very fortunate to have somebody that will put up for me. Matt L, do you have CDL? See you driving a semi in some of your videos. No, Matt, I don't. Had a lot of questions on this. Under the agriculture thing, I can drive up to 100 miles away from my farm, and I cannot go across state lines. Let's see, what else? Can't haul for other people. That's what it is. Can't haul. I do not do any trucking for anybody else. I will trade some trucking for bailing, but I'm not getting paid to do that. And so that's what I do. Now, Ed, I did have a nice conversation with your wife the other night, Ed. Do you shoot guns? Yes, I do. Shoot any kind of gun. I don't like the big bang ones. I want one, but I don't know if I'll be able to shoot it. I want a 45-70. That's what I'm wanting the next. But yeah, I got a Creedmoor 6.5 Creedmoor in there. I got a bunch of stuff in there. But handguns, I love handguns, and always looking for guns, guys. Always. Rebecca, medical card, Andy. No, I do not have a medical card.
Somebody asked earlier about not wearing your seatbelt.
Oh, yes. Joey Sunken. Thank you. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that, Joey. Well, what was the question?
Seatbelt.
Seatbelt. All right. Seatbelt. I do not have to wear my seatbelt. I do have a doctor's excuse that says that physical disabilities say that Andy doesn't have to wear a seatbelt, and that's how I get by. I have been stopped several times on the road, and I have not ever been even asked for that doctor's excuse. I don't carry it, but uh, Todd Reynolds, yes, yes, yes. How about Todd Reynolds says, how about a 45-70 and a revolver? Yes. I will not ever shoot that thing, but yes, I do want one. If it's a gun, I want it. You know, I want a 50. I want a 50 cal BMG someday. I will put it up against my truck tire and shoot it if I have to, but yes, that's what I want. Bring your safe with you when you come visit. Man, I don't think I get it on the airplane. If I bring the truck, I'll probably bring something. I'll probably definitely bring the truck if I come out, Ed. Did you get into any fist fights as an adolescent? You know, one or two. It wasn't anything, any big deal or anything. Chad Islet, Guns and Olivers. That's what makes Andy happy. My wife, too. My wife makes me happy. She lets me buy guns and Olivers. Looking at one right now, guys, 1600. Looking at a 1600 right now. Don't know the hours on it. Says it's got an exhaust leak, so I imagine the manifold's cracked. But, okay, it might be a stupid question. Have you ever taken a running start and slid on your belly on ice? Yes. Yes, I have. But I got to be careful when I dive down like that because lots of times my face will hit first. So I got to be really careful. I did that on a slip and slide one time and I broke my collarbone. You know, I do have one, but I broke that dang thing. So got Katerina High on here. Tim Miller, how you doing, Tim? Good to have you. Would you wear? Why would a seatbelt hurt you? A seatbelt will not hurt me. My fear is I will be laying upside down in an accident and my vehicle will catch on fire and I can't get out. So getting it on and off is the problem. And if I had to wear it, I could come up with something, but I'm not going to.
Can you say hi to them?
Where was it? Is it already above me? Cocoa Puff, have you met any fans yet? Yes, I have. I met one at the fair the other day. I met one at Roadhouse. I'm starting to meet my fans now. Where was it?
Can you slow down again?
Yeah, you'll have to do it this. But
Someone's daughters. I think it was Mackenzie and Abigail.
Mackenzie and Abigail. Back on there and ask your question again. Oh. You got a friend with a 50. Ed Goslin's got a friend with a 50. If I come out there, I do want to shoot it. I'll bring some money for some shells. Can you buy them out there in Oregon? You allowed to have a gun like that in Oregon, Ed, especially where you're at? Huh? Leg arms. How does it feel to be famous now? I'm not famous, leg arms. You guys are the famous ones. Once I get up to where you guys are, then I'll be famous. No, it's all right, leg arms, you know. I mean, I'm glad that I have people that come on and want to watch me. That's what I'm glad at. You know, I mean, I'm just, if you ever see it go into my head, I want you to reach through this computer screen and slap me. Because, and I want all you guys to know that if this ever, you know, keep me real, guys, because this is what I want to be, and you know, I don't want to be somebody that I'm not. So, Did you get all your seed in with all this weather? Tim Miller. Yes, we got, I think we have, what did we figure up? 85 acres, Dad. I can't remember. I think it was something like that, 85 acres. I had some, and Dad had some, and John had some too. My dad and my Uncle John are in a partnership, and they farm together. And so when I talk about the farm, it's usually my dad and my Uncle John's farm. That's what I'm talking about. And if it's mine, I will say it's mine. But thanks, Ed. Appreciate that. Can I name my fans the piglets? Are you laughing, Cocoa Puff? Your dad's probably gonna spank you. Thanks, Whipple. Appreciate you coming on here. Appreciate that, guy. Appreciate it. So, who?
KNS Farms from Dark County.
KNS Farms from Dark County. How we doing? Bruce Kimmel. Corky, can keep you straight? You know, she is doing a good job of that right now. So who's going to be the first to slap Andy, his wife or one of us? Chad. I'll probably believe my wife, since she's sitting right here beside me right now. But none of your business. What other YouTube channels do you watch? Of course, I watch. I don't know. I watch majority of them are farm ones. Of course, I watch the Welkers and watch Millennial. I don't know. I can't name them all.
Did you say Walker Farms?
Mm-hmm. See, Corky knows them all because she watches with me.
Of course. Ranch.
Oh yeah, Our Wyoming Life. Jeff Raymond, Travis Eby on Northeast Ohio Farmer.
What was that?
Cletus. I watch the Cletus too. I watch all kinds of them. And of course, I watch Auger Wade, man. I watch all kinds of them. Buck and Billy Ray. He's like, these guys are awesome guys to watch, man. So, Andy, do you go deer or big game hunting? No. I used to drive around with a gun in my truck and thought I was hunting, but I kind of grew out of that. So, KNS Farms would like to meet you someday. That's awesome. I'd like to meet you too. Thanks, Leg Arms. I appreciate that. I will definitely do that. I don't see that in you guys though. So meeting you guys in Louisville was an honor and everything. So thank you. Todd Reynolds. She ever watched my brother Stump Jumper? I don't know what that meant. Sorry, Todd.
I think it was a YouTuber. We were talking about YouTube channels.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thanks, Matt Fury. Appreciate that. Let's Dig 18. Oh, yeah, I watch Chris. You know, you guys could probably come up all. Oh, yeah. You guys know I watch Wes. He was, Wes is probably how I got started watching YouTube. Several years ago, I wasn't feeling very good, and I was laying on the couch, and we had a smart TV, and I started messing around with it and brought up YouTube. And Wes was rebuilding, putting a cab on his 49, and we have a 49, so that's the reason I started watching it, and that's kind of Wesley got me started on YouTube. So that's how I got into watching farming videos on YouTube. And that's just kind of led me into watching anything from logging to car racing to tractor pulling to, I really like seeing Mike Less out there doing what he's doing. It'd be nice being able to do like what he does. and videoing all these different farmers that he videos. Just think of the amazing people that he's met out there doing that. That's awesome. Um, oh yeah, Matt, I do watch the Stony Ridge Farmer. Yes, I do. Um, I'll check him out, Todd. I'll check him out. Uh, got Hey Andy from Medina. Hi. How you doing, buddy? Thank you. Ed Goslin, he got it just about right. You must have looked at my list. Let's see what else. Thanks, Alex. Appreciate it. Let's see. Leg Arms wants to know what YouTube channel does your wife watch?
Whatever Andy watches.
And she just said whatever Andy watches. So she's watching you too, Leg Arms.
Yep.
So. You and Nick better watch out. I don't know, maybe Bob. Maybe the dad. You watching the dad, Leg Arms? Or the dad, Welker?
What are you talking about?
She doesn't know. Let's see, what do we got here? Scotty Wedding, do you watch NASCAR? No, I don't. I don't. Let's see. Cocoa Puff, what is the name for your fans? I don't know. I guess I really haven't come up with a name for him yet. Badger Matt, she probably thinks Leg Arms is hot. Oh, I'm sure she probably likes his arms. I don't know, Leg Arms. They keep thinking that's what my name needs to be. And I told them, I said, in one of the comments, they said that. I said, I'm not going to ask him for his name. Have you seen the size of him?
I only have eyes for one man, and I've got him.
And she's an awesome wife. I appreciate that, honey. Let's see, what else we got here? How's your day? My day was awesome today. Spent it with the wife and the family up at the lake. Terry Crawford, do you think you'll ever give up farming? I sure hope not. That's the only thing I know. I don't know, Cocoa Puff. That might work. Cocoa Puff wants me to call my people that watch me piglets, my fans. I don't know. Some of them maybe, but not all of them. Let's see. Tim Miller, did you make it to the Greenville tractor pulls? No, I didn't. I didn't. Hey, did you guys see Kester died? I don't know if you guys know Larry Kester or not. He was he drove the mini modified that didn't have legs. He passed away. That was sad. There's some good stuff, some good tribute videos to him on YouTube right now. Go check that out. SLC Farm, just made it in my shop. Did you get the barn secure at the fair? So I think it is going to be secure for working on a barn for the fat Holsteins. So we're wanting to put gravel in there, but I don't think that's going to happen this year. It's coming up too fast. It's going to take over 100 ton, I think. In fact, I haven't even brought it up to anybody else yet. So we kind of figured that up in our head there the other day, and that's what I want. That's what I want, Wesley. I told you that when this whole thing first started. I told you that. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate you watching my videos. Let's see. Ed Goslin, Corky, keep in mind Andy is the focal point, but we all know you make it all happen. You have fans too. That's good, and she does. And she inspires me to keep this going, and she inspires me to keep doing what I do. we really have a good time being together. So, no, Ohio Farm Life, we did not. That's another YouTube channel I watch, is the Ohio Farm Life. Neighbor of mine up the road there, about 10, 15 miles. Go check out Ohio Farm Life, guys. We did not get any rain tonight. Like I said earlier, I think I had about 38 drops on my window here in front of me. But and we're actually not sitting too bad. West Liberty needs rain more than what I need right here. But Jeremy Storm, no, I did not. He wants to know if I ever found out who broke into my truck. No, and probably never will. The cops never even came, and they sent me a letter saying that somebody broke into my truck. So that's what happens. So don't leave your money clip laying where somebody can see it.
Don't leave it in your vehicle.
Yes, Corky says don't leave it in my vehicle, but that's okay. Cocoa Puff, favorite animal. I really don't have a favorite animal. I kind of really like all animals.
He loves horses.
My favorite's horses. My wife has a pair of horses. So yes, horses are my favorite. And they're not even at this farm yet. We are going to get them moved home here, though, before too long. Pat Alexander, Texas could use your rain. Well, we're going to need about whatever we get now from now on. So, because it's, I was back in the, if you guys see my Instagram stuff, I was back in the field there the other day, and I was going to take a picture of the cracks that are in our ground. We got some cracks big enough that I can stick my toes down in. And of course it won't go in because my foot's so much bigger, but we got some awesome cracks.
Kathy said Dad had 3 tenths.
What is your favorite animal? Dad had 3 tenths.
Okay.
Hot Farm Life, Dad had 3 tenths. So I guess they did, and they needed that. So I did not. Got John Detweiler on here. Pretty cool, Annie. Thanks, John. Appreciate you showing up on here.
His cousin, Plank 407's on here.
Who?
John's cousin, Plank 407. Not sure what plank that is.
Plank 407. Is that Jeff? Now, Wesley, you know how it is doing this, and you're a seasoned veteran. I'm not, so. But I do need a One Lonely Farmer hat. One Lonely Farmer, Wesley, he said that I forgot him. You're usually that's usually the first one I watch every day, Wesley. So I did not forget about you. Cocoa Puff wants to know what a baby horse is called. Foal. Plank 407 is Dennis in Tennessee. All right. Well, I've got some planks that are friends of mine around here, so I was wondering. It's kind of funny. Same names are everywhere in the world. There's a lot of comments on here, Ed. A lot, and it's, guys. If I don't see your comments, I'm sorry. I am looking, and Corky's looking, and they're really going up through. Alex Eastwood, our corn is 6 foot tall already in Northwest Ohio. That's good. It's time. Is it tasseling? Most of our corn is tasseling. I've got corn that's just ready to tassel, and I've got some corn that was planted June 3rd, and it's not. So, see, I forgot SLC Farms too when I was talking through my list, and there I see him right there. So sorry about that, Brian. Old buddy, old pal. No, I watch all kinds of videos, guys, and I come up with new ones every day. And I don't know, that's about all we ever watch anymore is YouTube. If I'm not watching news or something like that, normally it's on YouTube if I'm in the house. But
Say hello to McKenna. She's age 9.
McKenna's age 9.
Yep.
How you doing, McKenna?
That must have been McKenna and Abigail earlier.
McKenna and Abigail earlier. Okay. See, check out South Cash. I do watch them also. So, oh well, guys. I tell you what, man, we're gonna turn it off for the night. Like I say, once we get the camera fixed, or I don't know if it's my camera or my computer or what it is, but I'm ready to build a movie, and I went and like half of every one of my clips is like in slow motion for some reason. I don't know if it's my computer. I don't know if it's my camera. When I watch it back on the camera, it's not in slow motion. So if you guys got any ideas on that, shoot me an email or put it in the comments. It's it's kind of annoying. I'm learning to hate the GoPro 7 Black, but it's the camera that I can like beat the heck out of, and so that's actually what I have to use right now. But I don't know if it's a setting on it or what, but it's not very good having half of my stuff in slow motion. So every now and then slow motion's all right, but oh well. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna hang it up for tonight. I'm gonna go sit on the couch with my wife, and I appreciate you guys coming on here and watching. Got 548 people on here and 422 thumbs ups. It'll be interesting to see how many thumbs downs I got, but pays all the same on those. So thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it. Like I say, we're going to try to do a video every week, and then we're going to do one of these every week and try to keep everybody up on everything and what's going on in our lives, and really like seeing what's going on and hearing about what's going on in your lives. So you guys leave me all kinds of comments and everything else, and appreciate it a lot. You guys all have a great evening. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it a lot. And I'm gone.